The girl secretly hid a bag of bread in her clothes. She wants to quietly take out the bread before the boss finds out. But before she left, the boss stopped her. The boss took her to the office. She asked the girl to call her parents over. She always lowers his head when he does something wrong. She refused to give her name or contact her parents. The boss's wife chose to forgive her because of her young age, and gave her the bread as a gift. She walked out of the store holding bread. There is a little girl waiting for him outside. She handed the bread to her sister. She younger sister, like her, hasn't eaten for a whole day. She walked home with her sister. Their home is just a van parked under the bridge. One day not long ago mother left home. Dad gave up his rented house and brought them to the city to find mom. But just a few days ago, dad parked his car under the bridge. Then he left silently. Dad's departure is as silent as mom's. Lily has been living with her sister in the car under the bridge. There is no place to wash under the bridge. She can only take her sister to the park to wash her hair. But sister would always cry out from the cold water at night in order to alleviate hunger. Lily always tells fairy tales to her sister. These few days living under the bridge, Lily noticed that there were two boys always looking at them not far away. On this day, Lily went out to search for food. She younger sister woke up and found that she was missing. Younger sister is crying under the bridge calling out to her sister. The two boys passing by happened to see this scene. Two boys walked over, but when faced with the crying girl, they were a bit at a loss. At this moment, Lily rushed back. Younger sister no longer cried and threw herself into her arms. She couldn't find any food outside. Tonight, she and her sister will be hungry all night again. Perhaps heard sisters crying before leaving. That night, those two boys took the initiative to come under the bridge. They brought a whole box of chicken legs. Lily is a bit timid. She dare not easily accept the kindness of strangers. But younger sister took the chicken leg. She's really too hungry. Lily didn't know that this box of chicken legs was actually specially prepared by the boy for them. The boy has a warm home. He also has a younger sister who has just started school. His parents run a small restaurant on the street. Life may not be wealthy, but it is also enough to have worry-free food and clothing. And the place where Lily lives is on their only way home from school. The boy can tell that they have been abandoned by their parents. So when we had dinner that night, he lied that he was very hungry and asked his mother to make an extra meal. He secretly packed the chicken legs made by his mother. Then he sent the chicken leg to the two sisters. The next day, the boy and sister went out to school. He saw the girl under the bridge again on the road. He understands that the girl is going out to search for food. During lunch, he secretly put the bread into a fresh keeping bag. He ran back in a panic, wanting to give the bread in his hand to Lily. However, when he arrived there, he found that they were in trouble. He saw some thugs driving the sisters out of the car. They treated the car as their toy and frolicked on it recklessly. Lily and her sister can only watch from a distance. The two sisters couldn't resist them. In the end, she could only temporarily leave with her sister. The boy asked his friends to hand over the bread to them. At the moment when the other party receives the bread, the boy and Lily looked at each other up close for the first time. Looking at Lily's helpless gaze, the boy made a bold decision. He took them to his own restaurant, then let mom make some food for them. More than 10 minutes later, Xiaoyon's mother cooked a table of food for the children. They haven't had such a sumptuous meal for a long time. At this moment, Xiaoyon's mother asked Lily why she didn't go home. Will your family not worry? These questions have silenced her. She doesn't know how to answer. She is unwilling to admit that she no longer has a home. She refused to believe that she had lost her family. Seems to have noticed her embarrassment. Xiaoyon's mother didn't continue to ask any more questions. After finishing her meal, she left with her sister. She took her sister to walk under the bridge again. They returned to the front of the car, but the car was already dirty and messy. All their things were taken by those thugs. That night, it rained heavily outside. Lily couldn't sleep anymore. She had a premonition that her father would never come back again. She doesn't know what she should do in the future. Thinking about her collapse, she opened the car door and ran out, then rushed into the rain alone. She ran without any destination. Dense raindrops falling from the sky. Raindrops cannot wash away her sadness and helplessness. These days, she has been pretending to be strong in front of her sister. She can only expose her vulnerability at this moment. She seems to have forgotten that she is just a 10-year-old child. The innocent younger sister didn't know they were abandoned by their parents. Younger sister said that as long as she finds Rainbow Cloud, any of her wishes can be fulfilled. Mom and dad will also come back. When sister is telling the story of rainbow clouds, Lily began to fall into memories. At that time, they had a complete home. When their family of 4 came to the beach for vacation, rainbow clouds appeared in the sky at the end of the ocean. The clouds with various colors are the most beautiful scenery she and her sister have ever seen. And that period of time when parents were around was the warmest memory in the hearts of sisters. Now they fantasize about finding rainbow clouds. They are looking forward to Rainbow Cloud bringing their parents back. When they return to the bridge under which they live, a group of thugs are smashing their car. This is what dad left behind when he left. Also the home of Lily and her sister. At this moment, they have lost their last resting place. They had to follow Xiaoyong to his family's restaurant again. Xiaoyong's mother has taken in 2 sisters. That night, they could finally take a hot shower. Their clothes have already smelled. Xiaoyong's mother bought them new pajamas because there are only 2 bedrooms. 5 children sleeping in one room. Late at night, Lily was awakened by the sound of conversation. Xiaoyong's parents started arguing outside. They are considering whether to take in Lily's 2 sisters, but they are not wealthy and have no way to raise 2 more children. The only option left for the couple is to send them to a children's welfare home. Lily silently listened to their conversation, and Xiaoyong next to him was also silently listening. The next morning, sister woke Lily up. She still fantasizes about finding Rainbow Cloud and her parents coming back. Lily told her not to make any more noise.
이거요.
Xiaoyong secretly took a sum of money from the cashier's drawer. 4 children boarded the train heading towards the distance. Their destination is the seaside. Because they had seen rainbow clouds there before, they arrived at the place in their memory. But the rainbow clouds they had hoped for did not appear. They even went dolphin watching together, in anticipation of the rainbow clouds. Because according to legend, dolphins can also help people fulfill their wishes. They sat in the dolphin den all afternoon. Lily thought of their family of 4 sitting in the same place before. Time passed slowly until evening and they still didn't see the rainbow cloud. They walked together on the beach, walking along the coastline for a long time. They ultimately didn't see the rainbow cloud. The last bit of fantasy seems to have been shattered. After returning from the beach, Lily and her sister once again went under the bridge. But by this time, their car had already been discovered by the police. The police took the sisters to the police station. After confirming the fact that they were abandoned, the police called for people from welfare institutions. They were eventually taken away by the staff. They may continue to live in welfare homes, or they may be adopted by different families. At the moment when the car was driving away, Xiaoyong suddenly caught up with it. He felt an apology in his heart because he didn't help Lily and her sister find Rainbow Cloud. As a young boy, he couldn't understand why Lily was wandering around with her sister. He chased after him for a long time, but in the end, the car continued to drive further and further. At this moment, my younger sister suddenly pointed to the sky. At the end of the story, Xiaoyong's family restaurant becomes a children's cafeteria. Xiaoyong's parents posted a note outside the door. They are willing to provide free food to those abandoned children. As a wandering brother and sister walked into the store, the story came to an end.